I'm going to show you how to replace the auger motor on the AS300. It can be done with some basic hand tools. You're going to need some hex wrenches, an open end wrench, a pick is helpful, as well as a magnetic tip Phillips screwdriver and wire cutters. As with most repairs, remove the 4 screws on the side axis panel and remove it. Then remove the zip ties holding the wires in place. Next, open up the pellet hopper and remove the 4 screws holding the guard in place, and remove the guard. Remove as many pellets from the hopper as possible to avoid a big mess later. There's a small screw on the auger that needs to be removed as well, and it's probably full of pellet dust and should be cleaned to make it just a little bit easier, and I found that a pick worked best. With that screw removed, you can close everything up and flip the AS300 on its back. There are 2 screws holding the auger motor base plate in place. You'll need a long, skinny Phillips screwdriver to remove them. Follow the 2 red wires from the motor and then disconnect it from the controller. The auger motor is easier to remove if you twist it and wiggle it a bit to free it up from any stuck pellets. You'll need to remove the auger from the old motor and place it on a new one using an open end wrench and a hex key. You have a bit of play in the auger even when it's tight. Note that the base plate points towards the auger. You probably won't be able to get the auger and the base plate in together, so put the auger in with the same twisting motion and then orient the motor with the red wires pointing down. Then wiggle in the base plate into place. Attach the 2 screws to the base plate, but keep in mind the auger motor will still move around a bit until the next step. Remember the screw that held the auger in place? It needs to go into a hole that's in the white bushing, and I used a pick to rotate it until the hole's lined up. That little bit of preparation is needed to attach the auger to the hopper. Reattach the hopper guard with the 4 screws. Then attach the auger motor wires to the controller, making sure they're on tight and don't pull off. You're also going to want to secure the wires with zip ties just to keep them out of the fans. Finally, reattach the side cover and give it a test run. The auger's out of pellets, so hold down the prime button until they come out on your first cook.